Dear listeners,
What are you doing?
against what?
What are you doing?
Dear listeners, against our better judgment, we are continuing this podcast.
Rhyme or free, it doesn't matter to me. It's my bad poetry.
Good day, and welcome to My Bad Poetry, a podcast about youth, yesteryear, and yesterday. Even though we don't know why we're writing them, we poetry Dave.
Aaron.
And today, poetry. What is it? Aaron, take it away.
I think whatever you have to offer today is our definition of poetry.
Okay.
What did you write?
To give a slight amount of context before I read, this poem was written a full week ago because I forgot that we weren't recording last week. And then I actually spent a little more time afterwards finishing this up, and it did not get better.
So we have an edited work by Dave to work with?
I'm not going to say edited. I'm going to say existing.
Polished?
Can you polish a turd?
We've gone down this road before.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can dip it in glitter.
Nope. Okay, stop.
But yes, I should say I spent maybe 3 minutes writing this poem, and then I heavy air quotes edited it for about 35 seconds. So this is probably my most polished poem that I've ever put forth on this podcast.
Okay. I should also just say, for folks who are a little panicked at how bizarrely off this episode feels,
Oh yeah.
we had a guest. They unfortunately couldn't make it. We have 6 guests lined up for you all coming up shortly. It just feels like we've had a kind of a stutter start here at the beginning of March. So do not fear. We have 6 actual people coming on the show to relieve us from ourselves.
I really appreciate that you think people are keeping track of
Any of this?
yeah. I know that you're really used to our highly produced and very organized podcasting.
Okay, give us what you got, Dave.
Also, I'm disappointed in you because I thought you were going to stop and hold me on the fact that I said this is my most polished poem that I've performed on this podcast.
I was just, I was so distracted I didn't even catch that.
Okay.
Well done, Dave. Well done. I don't know how much I'm going to have to cut around this.
So much. You're welcome, future Aaron, for all of your editing woes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a poem called An Ode to Rage Bait. That is a seedless banana. Roots rot when wrapped in a bandana. Cutting into high-speed steel damages its temper and can never heal. Buying a tool does not a life hack make, nor will deliciousness a 2-ingredient bread bake. Hot gluing trash to create a flip-flop boils my brain past the point of plip-plop. Your trick to make people comment and share makes me wish you were eaten by a bear. Yeah?
Okay, 2 things.
Yes.
I like it.
No, you don't.
Second thing,
Because then you'd be wrong.
as Lutheran pastors, wishing someone to be eaten by a bear does not seem the bless those who curse you, love your enemies type of thing.
Yeah, I'm going more the Elijah route. Of
Sure, okay.
Casting out.
Bald man.
Yeah.
Yeah, send the she-bear. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So, now that we've clarified that,
Yeah, thank you.
the poem itself, correct me if I'm wrong, and I probably am. Was that a sonnet?
No.
Okay. I
Sonnet
noticed,
is 13 lines?
Yeah.
Dear listeners, we have been doing a poetry podcast for years and still don't know how to define some of the most common, I almost call them brands of poetry, which is
Oh,
entirely
oh
wrong.
no. 14 lines, Dave. 14. We knew that.
Why
14.
would it be 13? That makes no sense.
Right? Because if they're
I just,
rhyming couplet, you know.
yeah,
Whew.
because it's two stanzas and then a couplet, right?
Oh gosh. What are we talking about, Dave? There's many formal variations. So,
Okay.
including the abandonment of the quatrain limit.
Boom.
So, a sonnet's whatever you want it to be. And I say that with all authority.
Fine. This is no longer an ode to rage bait. This is a sonnet to rage bait. Because breaking the bounds of the sonnet is in itself rage bait.
Rage-baitable.
So, dear listeners,
Send us your
comment.
mail. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you think of how angry you are at two white guys not knowing poetry talking about poetry.
If we lean too far into this trope, which is very true,
Yeah.
I worry we might actually truly offend people.
Is that not what we're going for here?
Oh, no,
I've
no.
been doing this wrong the whole time then,
No,
Aaron.
no, we're celebrating poetry, dude.
Celebrate. Okay.
Good
Let's
poetry.
take it back. Take it
Okay,
back.
okay.
Let's
So Dave, you've written for us this ode to rage bait.
yes.
It had a meter of some kind. What was
Kind of.
the da 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 da?
Sure. I really broke the meter multiple times. Like I was planning on setting a meter and then instead I didn't.
Okay,
And I feel like that was the right call for my level of talent.
I think, but in a very meta way,
Yeah.
it's that rage baity quality of not exactly hitting the meter that you might be establishing.
Sure.
Did
Breaking the
your
pattern.
did your rhyme scheme break a couple times too, or was that
Kind
that
of
was
ish.
solid?
It was relatively through.
Okay,
I did put it in the comments. The comments. The
yeah, I got it. I got it.
yeah.
Okay,
Banana, bandana, steal, heel, make, bake, flip flop, pip pop,
pip pop,
pip pop. Share.
share and bear. Yeah, I loved pip pop. That was fun.
I thought that was really good because it was gonna be, my brain is gonna
Boiling
pop.
brain. Yeah.
But then if it's just pop, then it doesn't match with flip flop. And
Not a
I
true rhyme. Yeah.
thought it was stupid enough to try.
Now, so this is automatopoeia of your own invention
Yes.
for a boiling brain.
Yeah.
I love it.
It hurts.
And it's alliterative. I mean, like, Dave, you're just like, you've written a poem that just feeds my soul.
I'm nailing the poetry today.
So you wrote this about someone who's trying to sell a tool that will save your life and time and everything.
So I don't know if you've ever breathed the rarefied air that is Facebook Reels. Not Instagram Reels. I'm talking Facebook Reels.
Okay, I will tell you, I have. And
Okay.
it's when I've hit my digital wellness meter limit on Instagram and I'm still jonesing for those 30-second hits. And I am on my laptop because I don't have Facebook on my phone. It's a sad, sad day, but I have encountered Facebook Reels. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Because essentially, what you have is TikTok, and then like 2 weeks later,
Reprocessed,
it makes its way to Instagram, and then 4.5 years later,
regurgitated.
Facebook.
Yes.
And one of my favorite things is watching 5-Minute Crafts videos on Facebook Reels.
Okay, this is one of your...
Do you not know 5-Minute Crafts?
No, Dave, this is one of your favorite things?
Favorite in that I deeply dislike myself and I need medication to feel better.
So,
And sometimes hurting my brain feels good.
oh, okay, well...
It's not healthy, buddy.
yeah, it's not. So the rage bait is, in fact, your rage.
Yeah, it's a choice that I make, which is hilarious to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why am I doing this to
Because
myself?
you're a boomer on Facebook, Dave.
I'm a
I mean,
boomer on Facebook.
oh, this took a very sad turn. Okay, but which were you watching a 5 minute arts and crafts thing when you wrote this? What?
Well, no, actually, it came out of this is this is the weirdest look into my social media habits. Um, there's a guy that I follow on TikTok, and one of his videos came up on Facebook, and I realized that his TikToks are filling that same role that I hate because he's the bearded woodworker or whatever. He
Okay.
does really cool woodworking projects, but then he
Okay.
also watches these 5 minute craft videos or whatever and yells about how it's not a life hack, it's not helpful, it's stupid, blah 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 blah. And I was realizing that I should probably unfollow him because it's not healthy for me to
So
just engage in rage bait.
so he's doing commentary videos, raging on these videos that you
Yes.
yourself are now tracking down to rage on. It's like you
Yes.
want the purer source. You want your own rage
Yes.
and not filtered rage.
It's bad. My mind is an Ouroboros of 5 minute crafts.
It your brain has hip hopped.
It's been popped. Oh.
Oh.
But yes, I think these videos are funny, except they're terrible and they're destroying the internet and they're destroying my brain because it's some of the stupidest things. Like people planting a whole banana and then they pull it out of the ground and there's just a different kind of plant growing out of that banana. And it's like, that's not a banana tree and that's a seedless banana. And you're wrapping this plant in cooked egg and putting it in the ground and a strawberry comes out, but you planted apple seeds and I hate you. But if I comment on it, then I'm
It's
giving you what you want.
it's engagement. It's
It's
all about the
engagement.
clicks. So smash those clicks.
Yeah. Smash that like button. Make sure to hit subscribe and join us on the next episode of Mr. Beast Reviews Poetry.
My rage bait poetry.
Rage bait poetry. Oh, gosh.
Wow. What I love about this, Dave,
Mm-hmm.
is you have taken these clearly destructive, non-productive videos that
Yep.
you've watched too many of, but you've taken
Correct.
them and much like Rachel Held Evans made origami out of her hate mail.
Mm,
I just listened to a book of hers. So much
nice.
like that, you have taken these clips and made them into a poem.
Yeah.
It is creation out of
Mm,
the chaos.
yes.
Good, well done.
I really thought that was going to go
I,
towards something like
I had nothing else. No,
you made crap out of crap and now we can just get rid of it.
no, no. I actually really like this. I mean, I think you always cut yourself short with these hastily written poems, but like there is so much to like about this. I mean, with the alliteration, with the rhyme, with the somewhat ba da 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 da
Mm-hmm.
rhythm that you work in and out, and it's fun.
It's I'm not actually going to compare myself to the great and talented Shel Silverstein, but in that way it reminded me of just like taking something a little silly, poking fun at it and not coming to an actual conclusion.
Yeah. And you have that kind of childlike tone with the hot gluing trash to create a flip flop. Boils my brain past the point of pip pop. I mean, it
Right? Yeah.
reads like a children's rhyme.
Mhm.
I think those are the couplet, that two rhyme. That's your best part of this.
Look out for my upcoming chapbook where the sidewalk continues. Is that copyright infringement?
I was debating if you would want to compare yourself, you like put yourself on that pedestal. That would just be a lot of disappointment when people cracked that.
Are you saying this isn't good poetry?
I'm saying
that is the noise filler of a decent person trying to not be a jerk.
I think of all your hastily written poems in that legendary Google Doc that you are
Mm.
adding to, there are some gems that just need a little more time, and you would have quite a fun little chapbook.
Lies.
Okay, that's fair. Well, wow, thanks for this. Should we end with the words of a true poet, or I guess this is your show now. You did the intro themes.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
get one?
Here we go.
You get one?
This is a poem. I just wanted to see how long you would wait. Sorry.
I was
This
like,
is a
is
poem.
this the poem?
No.
Okay.
This is John Cage's whatever. This
422.
is a poem.
Oh.
I hate you.
Okay.
This is a poem called Old Man of Quebec by Edward Lear.
Okay.
There was an old man of Quebec. A beetle ran over his neck, but he cried with a needle, "I'll slay you, O beetle." That angry old man from Quebec.
Okay.
Is that not what we're going for?
I feel like you are just rage baiting me in that
Correct.
you have tried for however long to work in Man from Nantucket, and you
Correct.
have found this person from Quebec poem.
Yeah.
Consider me raged.
Woo!
We already have the end tag recorded, so I'm good.
Yeah.
This is fun.
This has been my bad poetry.
Now go write some of your own bad poetry.
What did you what?
Wait, no. We really haven't followed the format of the show. Like,
So, Aaron, every week we end with the words of a true poet. And so I would like you to pick your favorite Kendrick Lamar verse and just spit. Go.
okay. With your realization that you should, in fact, stop watching these Facebook reels,
Correct.
we're going to end with the words of Kendrick Lamar.
I didn't think you'd actually do it.
Hey, turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities. Then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I send? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. I don't think I can spit these rhymes.
This has been my bad poetry. Now don't let Aaron ever rap again.
Please. That was. Oof. Are you trying to stop the recording? Because you don't get to do that.
I don't have control over here. No, I'm looking for an actual poem.
Oh, okay. Rhyme or free doesn't matter. It's my